is A Little Literally, 10-minute discussions about the bookish topics on our radar. If lit society is the party, then A Little Literally is the after party. So welcome to the after party, where we discuss topics that won't fit into our show. Now, first of all, apologies. You're just getting me today, Kari, because Alexis has a life. No matter what you think about Tyler Perry,
everyone has their own opinion on everybody.
Because tonight
it's undeniable that his work is prolific, unforgettable. Sir Perry is throwing babies out of windows and paraplegics into bathtubs, and we let him. Just like TP, many of us hate writers, or at least we hate writers that write bad books. Actually, we don't hate writers, right? We just don't like bad books, especially when you don't know it's bad until you get to the end. We've worked with the scientists at NASA to develop a formula whereby which we can find a reader's favorite book based on their favorite Tyler Perry movie. It's very accurate. So here is your future favorite book based on your favorite Tyler Perry movie. Let's get to it. First off, we have Tyler Perry's Temptations, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor. An ambitious married young woman working at a matchmaking agency is drawn into a steamy affair with a wealthy social media magnate. As acts of betrayal began to escalate, she's torn between her newfound tryst and her loving but unfulfilling marriage. This movie has lessons on morality, consequences, and Kim Kardashian.
What's wrong with my dress? Can you even breathe?
As a whole, though, it's a study on a life based on principle versus one led by desire. For those that are upset about the main character's behavior, there is redemption in the consequences she must face in the end. It's also clear from this movie that Perry is conveying a clear message of right versus wrong, and his goal is to convince the viewer that the protagonist's punishment fits the crime. Congratulations! If Temptations is your favorite Tyler Perry movie, then your future favorite book is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. Let me explain why. Like Temptations, Anna Karenina centers on an ingenue who is disillusioned by her marriage. The man she's married to is good, but he's bland. He's faithful, but he's not fun. She is then seduced by someone who helps her see the world in fiery color. And a relationship based on lust ensues. There are painful consequences to pay in the end. Full disclosure, Anna Karenina is like one of my favorite novels, if not my absolute favorite. And even though it's from the 1800s, its themes are relatable to the modern reader. These themes include class distinctions, the dangers within domestic living, and the unforgiving train-like progress of time. Next up, we have The Family That Prays. Wealthy socialite Charlotte and working class Alice find their families at risk of being ripped apart by greed and scandal. This movie, I get bonuses. I get bonuses, okay? I get bonuses. A man hit a woman and the crowd went wild with joy. Are y'all okay? Because that's not okay. Okay? No one in this movie receives a redemption arc. All these characters remain as evil or as naive at the end of the movie as they did when you first met them in the opening scene. It's giving wearing the same dress 5 days in a row. It's giving unchanged. It's giving musty. The themes forming the pillars of this tale, though, are enthralling. Like, think about it, right? Again, we have class dynamics, unhappy marriages, and the importance of public opinion over one's true happiness. There are also, of course, some morality lessons because all these movies used to be church plays. Congratulations! If The Family That Prays is your favorite Tyler Perry movie, then your future favorite book is The Wedding by Dorothy West. And let me tell you why. The Wedding is set in summertime on the island of Martha's Vineyard, where a wealthy upper-class Black American woman is planning her wedding. Her eagerness to pursue a new life with one outside of her class forces her family to confront their insecurities and even drives one man to insanity as he desperately attempts to make the future bride his own wife. Did that make sense? Like, she's getting married to someone else and he's like, nah, I want you to get married to me. She don't even know him. They don't even know each other. It's all about class, status. Former sins bring new woes to a family that is both elevated and captivated by their past. This book also ends with death, much like Tyler Perry's The Family That Prays. Spoiler, not really a spoiler. And actually, it even has a workplace romance where one of the characters gets bonuses. And that brings us to Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Charles, an attorney, and Helen, his devoted wife, seem to have everything: money, a beautiful mansion, the American dream. However, as Helen prepares to celebrate their 18th wedding anniversary, her life takes an unexpected twist. Helen is forced to rediscover love, life, and faith on her pursuit for happiness. Again, with the marriage troubles, I'm sensing a theme. Considered by many film critics to be Perry's greatest movie, it's me. I'm film critics. I'm many film critics. This is also the first on our list to star Tyler Perry's famous yet controversial Medea character. I couldn't get into the plays when I was young, but I remember really loving this movie. And I remember I still love this movie, but I also remember thinking Medea was hilarious. This movie has some of my favorite quotables, not just of a Tyler Perry movie, but of any movie ever.
Stop making those bubbles.
What we have here is a good woman whose husband consistently does her dirty, right? In the end, she must love herself before experiencing the romantic love of someone else. Aha. Congratulations. If Diary of a Mad Black Woman is your favorite Tyler Perry movie, then your favorite future book is His Only Wife by P. Sadjo Medea. And let me tell you why. Like Diary, His Only Wife is about a woman who marries with the best intentions and expects her husband to be faithful while she remains his perfect domestic treasure. When the wedding is over, however, and reality moves in like an unwanted guest, she has to stop pretending her husband and marriage are something they're not. Unlike the movie, though, she won't end up with a wigged up Shamar Moore who prays for her more than he prays for himself. We've covered all the books I mentioned today, by the way, on our podcast, Lit Society. Be sure to tune into the Lit Society podcast this Thursday, tomorrow. That's right, A Lil LITerally came out on Wednesday this week, but for the rest of the month, they'll come out on Tuesdays. I was busy yesterday. And it's kind of like the after party is coming before the party, I realized, but let's just go with it. So A Lil LITeraly's 10-minute bookish discussions on the Tuesday of every month in July, and of course our show on Thursday. And this Thursday we're actually revisiting The Wedding. So if your favorite Tyler Perry movie is The Family That Prays, then you don't want to miss the episode this Thursday. So thank you, love you, and keep on reading, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.